right, what is up, everybody? How's it going? We got Reroll Raiders in here, Dio World Gone Mad, Orlando, Leo's here, Lizzie's here, Gamer is here, and Celsadine is here. Celsadine, shout out my man, 40 stream streak. I think 40 is how many times I have streamed. Maybe 41. So you have been at every single one. So you are the GOAT, dude. We're on the Wixwell account. We've been grinding. Trying to get those sacreds, see if we can get even luckier. I agree. Stop doing that. All right, let's see. You said, I'm wondering what link he'll use. I've been using a lot of different ones, but mostly the Corvus ones. I was using the Corvus Fatman one for the first account or two, but the issue with that one is it doesn't give you the Corvus first. It gives you the Seeker first. And I'm like, well, that's not super helpful. Let me turn the music down. Not banning Celsadine. No, don't ban Celsadine. Let's see. Roll that to 12, that's fine. But yeah, I still think the Corvus link is just the best link, regardless of whether you're starting with Pelops or who you're starting with. This one, Corvus, Tagoar, Venomage, and Mordecai. I think Tagoar is probably the best support champion that comes out of the epic codes. Let me think about that. Yeah, maybe besides Deacon. Venomage, I think, is one of the best. Mordecai is one of the best. Like, these are 3 top 5 epics to me that come out of these codes, and then Corvus I think is the best legendary that comes out of here. So that's the one I've been using over and over again. But that being said, I have made 10 accounts today, and I have 1 Wythir, 1 Bambus, 1 Harvest Jack, and then 7 Corvuses. So I might switch it up and start making some Tholin ones maybe. But so far, it's pretty much been the same ones. Oh, I didn't even realize I had 2 raids open. The main account. Let's see. Tholin, Stagnite, Rector, and Fatman. That's a pretty good one, yeah. Interesting. I like Tholin and Fatman together, though. That's pretty fun. Leo's here. He said your rerolls are not going well. That's very unfortunate. Reroll me a Lego. I'm not rerolling you anything. I've been rerolling all day. You don't just walk in and get a Lego for free. I'm going to use one with Wythir, Fatman, Rector, and Uugo. Yeah, we need to make your account in a minute, Orlando. Doesn't work when I start doing this. And so what I've done previously, this is number 11 today, I guess. Feels like more. My guess is when CB resets. Okay. I'm gonna keep going until I get 1 legendary pull. That was kind of my thought as well, or at least 1 good legendary, which I think they're almost all good legendaries, except for Amok, the Lizardman. Orlando, you said you heard in the clan bus resets as well. That's what I just heard. I'm getting Wixwell tomorrow, then use it. Nice. Yeah, I'm very tempted to just keep playing this one. You said it happens in 3 hours? That one clan boss resets? I don't even remember. Oh, wait. Is music working for you guys? Okay, it looks like it's working. Good. Which promo link would be best with a Pelop code? I really think it's dealer's choice. I don't think he has, and I mentioned this in Discord earlier, I don't think he like specifically synergizes with any of them. So I think it's kind of whichever one you want. So then the question to me comes back to which is the best, and I think it's this Corvus starter code. You said you heard from someone that Narma is the best. A lot of people say Narma, which is not necessarily to say that they're wrong, but I think because it's the most popular answer, that's what you'll hear from most people. Bambus can extend his shield, but I'm not sure that's enough to edge out Corvus. Well, so can Corvus. Right, so Corvus works in the Wixwell team, and he's the best damage dealer. Narma does not work with Wixwell at all. I mean, she can, but there's zero synergy between Narma and Wixwell. Like, you have Corvus, you get Wixwell, and then you get Pelops, which I wish I would have Pelops in that other account instead of 200 Rock. You can make a nasty Magma Shield Infinity team. Which now, that's what I'm tempted to go until I get another Wixwell, but that feels super greedy. I will say that, if I'm rerolling tonight and I get another Wixwell, I would definitely give away the first Wixwell. If not, I'm keeping the first Wixwell, probably. Unless you guys can convince me otherwise. But I also want to make sure I log into all of my accounts and collect the Gore Crescent. And just log in and start getting towards, Alright, so Ancient Shard, there's your Corvus. And then I wanted to check, I don't think it's active yet, but we can just double check. Raid 7. Nah, I don't think he's in the game yet, right? No, so they can't give it to you until he's in the game. So they'll have to push out a reset at some point. Now replaces a bunch of poison with synergizes with Pelops. Well, Corvus also places a bunch of poisons. Frustrating that he's not in the game. I'm curious where you see the poison synergy in his kit. Decreased attack if he's under Hex, so 0 synergy with any of the Link Code champions. Ignores percent if they're under HP burn, so that synergizes with a Mordecai, which is part of this Corvus code. But he also places an HP burn himself. More debuffs, so poisons from Corvus or from Narma. Again, HP burn. See, the thing is, even if you don't get a Wixwell, I like Corvus for buff extension because you can extend the Magma Shield. So I'm going to go ahead and hands down say Corvus, probably 200. Well, you can't get 200 as well. I was going to say for cleansing decreased defenses, but Corvus I do think pairs better with him than anyone else. Yeah. Hypothetically, there's a small argument to be made that Narma can place a few more debuffs on bosses than Corvus can, but it's not by much. Corvus can also do debuff extension like she can, and Corvus also does buff extension, which she does not. So I do solidly think that Corvus is the best. Okay, Orlando, your account is ready for you. Oh, shoot, never mind. Not. I gotta do this. Yeah, when you do it on incognito mode for whatever reason, it doesn't let you like enter the password or the email and the password. So you have to re-enter it when you're done. Because the last like 3, I think I had to do it that way. Okay. Log out, and I'm removing that one from my list. So that we're not going to create a new one just yet for me. We're going to log back into all of my accounts. Make sure we're collecting the Gore Crescent and getting us closer to that Prism Shard, Primal Shard. Not the Prism Shard. Yes, Corvus has buff extension. Would we possibly get the fusion on a brand new account? I think possible, yes. Very, very difficult though. Yeah, so this one right here, AoE increases all enemy debuffs by 1 turn, and then all ally buffs by 1 turn. So he's like one of the best Wixwell champions, especially Brogni champions back in the day, because he brings in those poisons and he brings in decreased attack. So you don't have to build your Wixwell with accuracy. And then you just take less damage from him. So like a Wixwell or like a Corvus and like a Geomancer in a team would be pretty nasty for damage mitigation for earlier game. No, Corvus is unbelievable. People don't know about Corvus. I didn't just like make up my mind and chose one day to say that Corvus was the best without any reasoning. I've been making all my cans with Narma links. I'm telling you, Narma is, I hate to say it because it's so controversial, but I think Narma's overrated. She is good. She's just not as good as everyone says. If you're looking at clan boss and clan boss only, Narma by herself versus Corvus by herself, Narma's better. If you're using this legendary and 4 rares, Narma's better. But that's not the case. Unless you're speedrunning Ultra Nightmare in 12 days, Corvus is better. They're not both from Sacred Order. Narma's from Night Revenant. Wixwell's from Sacred Order. So you could use them both in Faction Wars, I guess, but... I don't know why you guys don't trust me. I don't just make this up. I've made hundreds and hundreds of these accounts. I'm probably still making 3 or 4 a day for new people, for other people that can't do it on their phones or whatever reason. Oh, Take Receiving got resisted. So yeah, what I didn't think about earlier, granted, I was working on starting these new accounts while I was working. So I have 2 monitors here, my laptop and my monitor. And I was working on my job. And then on the 3rd screen, I had my raid up and I was starting new accounts. That's why I was kind of slow. That's why I made 10 in 5 hours. Because it shouldn't take 30 minutes to make a new one. Yep, you're right, gamer. Making it up, just saying it for fun. It's not, I don't even have a Corvus link. Like, I don't get any benefit or recognition or credit for you guys using my link if you're using a Corvus or a Narma link. I have a Wither link and I have a Tholin link, and those help me out. Wisconsin, interesting. Sportsman 3615. Sorry, I just joined as you finished explaining the rerolling. Incognito mode does what for you? The incognito mode gets around the issue where Leo, you can go to my best start and raid document that I've shared 35 times and that Don sent in the Discord. But there are 3 Corvus links on there. But yes, so what can happen is if you create enough accounts, it'll not give you the download link. Which we'll walk through it in a few minutes, like 10 minutes or whatever.
Hello there.
Joshua, I guess you also just joined. Hello, Current Fighting Beeper. I think it is the Corvus, Tagoar, Venomage to Hanorok. I think this is the best starting raid. And I've made videos about this. This document is public. I've made 3 videos about this, actually. 3.5 if you count tomorrow's video, which talks about what we're doing now, which is rerolling. So these accounts already went and got the prism shard, so I just need to log in and grab the Gore Crescent and the day 2. Crap, did I get the day 2 stuff? I don't know if I did. I think I did. Oh, gotcha. Can we get a Corvus link for me? Yeah, I wish. I wish I had the pull with Plarium or with Epire to like, hey, give me this link. I asked for a Tholin link and they were very nice and gave it to me. But they definitely don't have to. Do we get this? Yeah, we did. Okay. This free-to-play account's be given away pretty soon. Confronting Beaver said my free-to-play account is fine, but I'm having fun. Nice. Thank you. Do you think with Pelops code it would work as well instead of 200 Rock? Yes. I do. I think Pelops will work fantastic with Corvus. I obviously think 200 Rock is amazing, and I honestly think I haven't tested Pelops yet. He's not in the game, so I don't know. I think 200 Rock might still be better than him. But obviously we want what's new and shiny, so I understand going for... I'm not telling anyone not to go for Pelops. Nice, Leo. Nice. Love it. Pelops would be fun. Hello, Zenshi. Welcome, welcome. Energy. It's also awesome that we got a Lego book on these older accounts. Plus we're getting a sacred shard. Like this is huge. For the established accounts, this is like such an amazing. It's great for the new accounts, obviously, because you can get primal shard and a energy and stuff. But for the established accounts, I think it's even better because you get sacred, primal, and Lego book, which is insane. Let's pray for a Wixwell, absolutely. I'm at least gonna get one gold tonight. I feel relatively confident in that, unless it's like midnight and I haven't got anything. Here is my alt account, the Keyhulk account. It's the Klazag Keyhulk. Want to come make an appearance?
Sure.
Just a short one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest. The lady who pulled Wixwell.
Woo!
Everyone's
Where am
jealous.
I?
Teeny tiny over there.
It's not big enough for me.
Oh, there's chat.
Hey,
You can
chat.
see chat. Yeah, Leo wants to ask if you can pull him a Wixwell.
Yeah, I'm like on a really good running streak of good luck right now. So
1 for 1. I was 0 for 13 and she was 1 for 1. So
yeah.
the golden touch. Exactly.
Yes. Yeah, I'm really good. Oh, look at the little dancing dinosaur. He's so cute.
Go ahead and tell them your tips. What's your secret?
Oh, well, I just kind of hover over it.
Welcome, everybody. That's crazy. I've never had that many on YouTube. We only have 15 on Twitch. You got Crocat from Prism? Let's go. So what's happening is everyone is re-rolling accounts right now. And I say everyone, hundreds of us. I don't know how many people in the community, but a lot of us are. Because when you get to stay a level 12, you get a prism shard. And you can get Newt, you can get Wixwell, you can get some of the best legendaries in the game. And then obviously, when you log in for 5 days on any of your accounts, you'll get a primal shard. So what I'm doing is I'm probably going to create close to 50 accounts. Being serious over these next few days. And gonna get 50, prism shards and 50 primal shards, and hopefully hit at least one Lego and a few good legendaries. Or sorry, one mythical and a few good legendaries. And also, in a few hours, Pelops, the new fusion, is dropping as a promo code, which is very controversial. A lot of people are very upset about that, and they were super upset when the Tholin thing happened. But I don't make decisions like that. See, some people say it's level 11. I've yet to get it at level 11. And I've gotten it almost every time at 12, so I don't know. Maybe it is 11, but it's not working for me. We'll test it on this account in a minute. I've just been sitting in the Bastion until I get it. Interesting. Don said all viewers were in 11, so maybe it is level 11. Marcus, are you not leveling up? Or are you level up to 11, then you sit in the Bastion? Bonus here. We'll obviously make new accounts after that. Am I at 11? I think I'm still at 10. I don't think I'm at 11 yet. It's most likely personal? You mean like changes person by person? Anonymous sucks in campaign, dude. This is legitimately so much slower than it is with Corvus. Hey, first Lego. No idea if she's good though. Who was it? Was it Vinalicia? Dude, I like Vinalicia. I think she's cool, man. I think obviously she's better if you have like a developed Night Revenant faction because she's an AoE reviver. But I think she's going to be great in Hydra. I also think she looks super cool. Yeah, Marcus said she's amazing. I'm a big fan. That's one of the ones I want on my main account. Should have used your 30 multi-battles on stage 3 on K-Rock with super raids. It's way faster. Well, nothing's fast when you have Narma. But when I get Corvus and we're testing that, I will. I pulled her on my main. Nice. Crime Fighting Beaver. Congratulations. Is there any way for me to claim a link after creating an account? I put a Wixwell on an account, but the link screwed up. No, there's not, unfortunately. The link code is only at the creation of the account. All right, we're level 11. So we're skipping all this stuff. Free. All right, it is free. Look at that. So if you guys haven't seen this issue, we'll save this account for sure. 100%, dude. If you don't want it, I will take it. Vinalicia is very cool. So if you guys have seen it, where it says free down here, you've got it. But it doesn't show up here. What you do is you go to the summons and the summon pool and you click on this and it'll show up in the shop. Are these accounts to blast the 30 days of Ultra Nightmare free to play or just having fun? This is just for having fun. The free to play challenge is over. All right, so let's go. Wish me luck. Would love to see a Wixwell. Would not mind seeing a Vinalicia. Harima would be ironic. We don't want to see, and so would Cheshire Cat. So we don't want to see either of those. But any Legos, we take it. We take Legos. Come on. It's an epic. Ooh, it is that new girl. That's the first time I've got her. Lion's Guard Galatea. Extra hit, decreased defense, decreased turn meter, not bad. AoE, single target block revive. Fills champion's turn meter, not bad. Assuming she hits hard. AoE, ignores defense. Oh, that's a affinity one. That's interesting. Activates her A2. Yeah, solid. On a random enemy. Fun. I wish I was 100%, but that's a fun champion if she hits hard. We'll take that. So what I need to do is add this one to my list because I'm keeping like a legit spreadsheet of all of my accounts. And so this account has, which I can't show you guys because it has like passwords and stuff. So this is number 10. And that password. And this is Narma as our champion. What is her name? I'm also like writing what champions I have on the account, so I like remember some context. And then Tagoar. Kaelin, Tagoar, and then eventually we will have Pelops. Let's go. Come on, I messed up. Sorry guys, bear with me. Cool, so now we can log out of this one, and it's gonna make me, because I did the incognito window, the downside of that is you have to add the email and password afterwards, which is annoying. But we can hypothetically speed this whole process up if we're creating multiple at once. So player ID created, log out, or maybe what I do, because I kind of do want to log in on my Wixwell account and play it some. So let's go back to the GOAT link. If you guys weren't here on Discord or on YouTube, the best link to start with, bar none, Corvus, Tagoar, Venomage, Mordecai. That is the best link. So this is now free prism 11. And this is nice because it doesn't even show the email. I have to set up the email and play afterwards. Music off. Jay-Z, you can scroll up and find my Discord link. The Google Sheet is pinned to my Discord. Would Corvus be better with Narma than Narma with Pelops? Yes, 100%. Corvus buff extends, Narma does not. Corvus works for a Wixwell team, Narma does not. Corvus has AoEs, Narma does not. Wes said good night. See you, my man. Gamers on attempt number 32. Good luck. Are you using real email accounts or just nonsense ones? Nonsense ones. If I care about some of these and really want to give them away, then either myself or the person I'm giving them away to would just need to create that email. The emails that I'm using. But I'm keeping track of them so I can still log in. But that only really becomes a concern if I'm giving the accounts away. Narma plus Pelops equals pseudo ally protection. Not how you spell pseudo. What is the ally protection part of that? I'm confused. What does Narma have to do with ally protection? I'm confused. Goblin KZ9ZY. Is that Glizzy on YouTube? Your name seems too similar to Glizzy Goblin. Have you seen the new Argonauts rares? They seem pretty good. I mean, I've seen them all. I haven't paid a ton of attention to them. You can take a look at them. So he's putting like 123 fake streak at gmail.com and then going to make that actual Gmail if you want to use it. Exactly. Yep. And even then, like, there's nothing that says it has to be a real email. For the free-to-play challenge, I didn't have a real email. But yeah, the biggest thing is if you want to give it to somebody and they want to change it to their email, then you have to be able to receive an email to let it change. So yeah, this one we'll try. We're not going to play any campaign besides the first 2 stages. We're just going to sit here and see if that works. On like my 13th account. Yeah, good luck. Thanks so much, normal Pelux passive damage down. Interesting. You're probably right, 900 ping, but I don't know if you guys have read Corvus's passive. Maybe I found a wife to pull shards for me. That's a number 1 benefit of a wife, is having someone to pull your shards for. I think that was in our marriage vows. How many days do we have prism for? I don't know. Probably a long time. We can look it up in a minute. Cool. So let's take a look at Narma's passive. Enemies under poison inflict 5% less damage for each poison. Wow, that's pretty cool. Nothing to do with Pelops, but pretty cool. I wonder what Corvus's passive is. Decrease the damage enemies under poison, inflict 5% less per poison debuff. That sounds like the same thing. It is. Would you believe that? It's the exact same passive. Now, just in terms of placing poisons, Narma is better. We've talked about that, but she's also just worse at every other area of the game. But the same pseudo ally protection works as well on Corvus. I feel like people who say Narma is better than Corvus just haven't looked at Corvus. Yeah, so yes, there is damage mitigation from Narma. Nothing to do with Pelops's, but Corvus also has that same damage mitigation. I would love a Newt start. You should reach out to Warrior or Gamer. He pulled a Newt and was upset about it. I gotta look up Pelops again. Does he have a funky passive that I'm not thinking of? He's got the petrification passive. So yeah, there's 0 synergy between Narma and Pelops. Alright, so on this account, we're not doing anything. I mean, we can collect the free stuff, but we're not doing anything besides, we're not running any campaign, we're not leveling up, and I'm curious if this works. These red dots bother me. And then we'll Control-Alt-Delete, close out Play and Play. That's annoying. Bambus plus Corvus plus Pelops. Well, you can only get Bambus or Corvus, but that would be great. Bambus is a good start with Pelops, especially if you're trying to get a Wixwell. I need to rename this account. I nicknamed the account's Free Prism number as a nickname, which is fine, but then it's like, this isn't Free Prism 9 anymore. This is my Wixwell account. I'd already rolled those shards. No, why would you do that? Corvus plus Wixwell plus Pelops. Yes, that's amazing. So Wixwell or Pelops places the Magma Shield. Wixwell and Corvus extend it. People forget that Corvus has a buff extension. Sometimes I got to use a Corvus link and no Corvus as you pop up at a certain level. It just depends. Sometimes it's level 3, sometimes it's level 5. Typically it's immediately, but it's not always. So this is the account where we pulled Wixwell on. And we're currently just grinding and beating the game, trying to get to those sacred shards today, the next 18 hours. So now we can work on this while I need to be doing these missions at the same time though. So we're just gonna let this account sit here. But do you not get the gift? Oh, well, there's our Corvus. He popped up. So sometimes that takes time. There's the gift. Okay. But yes, we're holding these ancients. Some accounts, again, we're testing this because I'm curious to see as well. Yeah, you'll still get Ezio just in 7 days. So on day 1, we're getting a prism shard and 2 ancients, and then we'll get whatever the rest of these gifts are. A primal on day 5, and then on day 7 we'll get Ezio. And then we're getting Pelops and tonight in a few hours. No bra, look at the Victor's bounty skill from Pelops. Okay. Maybe he's not in the game, which is frustrating. Victor's bounty. Active, I legitimately think it'll be 2 or 3 years down the line. When there's, because that fills a gap that Verican doesn't. But I guess Verican does too. You are the #1 mod, better than them all. So true. Owen is awesome. Maria is mid, bro. All right, that's how I know he's not Glizzy. I go for Crocat any day of the week. I thought that we may have a double agent, and Glizzy was on YouTube, but I don't think he is. Tempted to buy more prisms, I know, just get epics. No, do not. Torlek. I bought on 2 accounts, and hit 1 gold on 1 account is not worth it. Gamer said 35. You've still only got 1 Lego, Gamer? How's it coming along? Pretty well. We're having a lot of fun. We're testing stuff out and learning stuff, but we're not getting Wixwells like we want to be getting Wixwells. Nice. So yeah, when you guys will see it, it'll say free down here at the bottom. On the shop. I did buy the energy pack. I mean, if it's an account you're going to play, then feel free to spend money on it. I just wouldn't want you to spend money on an account that you're going to end up giving away or throwing away. This is where it's weird to me. Do I just sit in the... What do? Do you sit in the... Bastion until it shows up? Maria and Cheshire I pulled. Maria's great. Cheshire Cat I don't rate super highly. I just think you need crazy stats for Cheshire to be amazing. Hope I did this right. I mean, you'll find out. There we go. Look at this. So it did pop up. So free. If you don't see it here, then you go and click on summon. You go to the shop and claim free gift. Did Corvus get to Brutal Stage 12-3? Not yet, but he will. I've done it before. All right, guys, wish me luck. Show me... I would honestly, don't show me Wixwell. Show me Vestel. But I'll settle for a Wixwell. Reverse psychology. Come on. It's an epic. Ooh, and it's Indalia. That's pretty bad. Is she part of the fusion for Mikage? She is. That's something. Bummer. Is Raid 7 only active for 1 day? I doubt it. I bet it would be active for probably about 6 months is my guess. That's how long the Tholin code was active. So this is number 11. And again, we're keeping these accounts, guys. We're keeping these accounts. So this is Corvus. It will have Pelops. We've got Indalia. Tagoar. And Kale. And that's it on this account, and we're done. Now, this is what I haven't done, is keeping this game open in the background. Can we do the new player code and everything? What's up, Sam? Got Wixie yet? We got 1 Wixwell, but we're waiting on a second. Anybody pull a Newt they don't want, I'll happily take it. I know Warrior did, or Gamer did, but I haven't heard from him, and if he's willing to give that away. All right, Epic tax on you. Definitely bound for gold now. Yep, same. Just hit a epic, so now we're guaranteed a gold. We'll close out of play and play. But yeah, I mean, this is not just some super simple, easy thing. It's a 6% chance at a Lego. You still claim an Ezio. I mean, I will, but not if I'm not playing the account. So where is... I don't have that Corvus link. Whoever had that link, the Venomage, Verican, Tagoar link, will someone send me that link? Imagine not giving code to people who are established. I mean, they're not going to give free Legos to people who are already playing the game. They want to bring in new players. We know that. We can talk about whether that's selfish or not, but we know that. We're not, like, we can't be surprised by that. Aw, dang it. I just realized the downside, guys. So when you do this in the incognito window, it doesn't let you save an email in the game. You just put in a username. And then to save that email, you have to log out of Player and Play, or try and log out of Player and Play. But we didn't do that because we closed Player and Play with Task Manager. So that account we did not keep. We're losing it. Being a crab during this film might be a good play. I don't know what that means. I don't think you know it should be crabby. So free prism 11 is dead. I don't think there's any way we get that account back. What level would you have to be to get the sacred and the anniversary thing? I don't know. What's sacred? Oh, yeah. I don't know. Is Errol worth building? Errol's an awesome damage dealer. I wouldn't buy him if that's what you're saying. I think they give enough with Demon Lords whenever you get so many shards to do anything you want. I wouldn't say to do anything you want, but it is a ton. Good thing it was an epic burned account. Yeah, it wasn't bad. But yeah, I would not buy Errol, to everybody to say that. Do you have to be a certain level to get the prism shards, Jay Rennie? Yes. Level 11. Some people say 12, but 11 seems to be the consensus. Just any code like energy and other stuff? Wait. They give us codes with energy and other stuff. Just not recently, or not over the past like month, but they gave us one for Valentine's Day. 12 for me, because I like to make things difficult. 12 what for you? Prisms. Yeah, that was... This is account number 12 that I've created, and then we pulled on 4 other accounts. So we've tried 16, plus I bought more, but... 16 free prisms pulled today. Or no, 15 pulled, 1 Lego hit, and this will be number 16. Oh, shoot. Why am I so bad at catching these? Schlesman bought trivia. Like a while ago. We can still do that. My bad, Schlesman. Hone, if you're still here, will you pull us up a trivia question? I don't even know if Schlesman's still hanging around. Don't be raid. Our last one was raid. Come on. All right. Yes, give me a raid trivia question, Hone. Thanks, Hone. I think I really want to make 100 counts of Corvus start actually looking really fun. Corvus is awesome, dude. After the free-to-play ended, I started the free-to-play with Corvus and just played, and it's fun. He's awesome. The 2 AoEs is huge. His damage is solid. He's defense-based. His poisons are awesome. His buff extension is great if you pair him with a buffer, like 2 Hanorok. 2 Hanorok and Corvus is such a good start. How old is Lugan Steadfast to the day? That's a ridiculous question, Marcus. Like his in game, or like how long he's been in the game, or how old is he as a person? You could ask me the year and I still wouldn't know, much less the day. So what I should do is either play this account on my phone so I can work towards those sacreds, or play it on like BlueStacks so that's not interfering with our play and play shenanigans. Alright, this remarkable support champion can do it all. They can cleanse debuffs from your entire team, revive them, act as a constant source of healing, block enemy debuffs, and even place a perfect veil on your weakest champion at the end of their own turn. Cleansing your team, reviving them. Does that mean it's an AoE revive, or just that they have a revive in their kit? Constant healing makes me think of Syl or Siphi. Block enemy debuffs. Crown Fighting Beaver. Please don't say it, guys. Perfect Veil is a confusing part. I think I know who it is, but I've never had her, so I'm not 100% certain. The Perfect Veil is the part that I'm a little confusing about. Trying to think of other revivers. Marichka can revive and heal and cleanse, but it's not constant source of healing, and she can't do Perfect Veil. Still single target revive, no veil, no block debuffs. Siphi, everything except for the veil. Right? Yeah. I don't think there's any epics. So it's got to be Elva, right? That's who my first thought was, but I've never had Elva. I didn't know she places veil, though. Is it Elva? That's my guess. I'm locking that in. Because she can cleanse Elva Autumnborn. I had no idea she could veil, though. Again, I've literally never had her. Dang, she's so good. Now, I wasn't sure, because she's only a single target revive, right? So I wasn't sure if it was saying revives their team, yeah. Look at that. Lowest HP at this champion's turn. That's cool, man. I've never been so excited to know a trivia question. We knew it together. We all succeeded today. Well, we're almost at our void, but we got 2 whole campaigns to get through in 18 hours. If you pull Wixwell, should you go ahead and use 2 Hunter or wait for Pelops? I would wait for Pelops. I made the mistake of going for 2 Hanorok, and that was a mistake. I regret it already. I mean, it's not like a bad. It's still gonna be an amazing account. But if I pull a new Wixwell, I'm keeping that one and getting rid of giving away the 2 Hanorok version. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, Elva's awesome. Gore Crescent's such a... I'm so mad. It should have been the Essence Quencher. People were stupid. But Gore Quencher's still a cool one to start with. On new accounts, you still get the 2x voids on day 2. Yep. I'm just not playing on many of these accounts to get the voids. Yeah, no problem. I'm here to answer any questions you guys have. But yeah, on this main Wixwell account, we're gonna try and pull 2 Sacreds on 2x Sacreds, try and pull voids on 2x voids, and like we're treating that like a full-on free-to-play and trying to be efficient with it. And we're holding our Ancients for day 3 and hoping we get a 2x on Ancients. Because that's happening sometimes, but we don't know how often. I have 2 Elvas and was thinking of Duchess, don't know why. I mean, Duchess does the Veil and the Revive and the block debuff. She just doesn't do the healing. So that was like her only issue. There's our void. And there's our other void. I know it's solid. So I'm reading those 3. Don agrees with Hone. Crime Fighting Beaver also agrees with Hone. We got a lot of Sanderson fans here. Love, yeah, Jaconi. That's one of the people who've messaged me about Star Wars. Big Star Wars guys. Jaconi, have I shown you my Darksaber? It's not fun, guys. It's boring. I get why you're bored. I'm not having any more fun than you guys are making these accounts. But I view each of them as a miniature investment of saving me $5 for a primal shard. And really $10, because $5 for prism, $5 for primal. $10, whatever it is. All right, this account is added to the spreadsheet. That was number 13, lucky number 13. Corvus, Pelops, Deacon, Kale, and Tagoar. I don't think we collected our Tagoar. Oh, and then I need to go over here and add email and password. That's crazy. So I want to confirm confirm email. Okay. Cannot log out. Oh, it's because I'm still opening the game like an idiot. Like a buffoon. Like an absolute stupid. Chiconi says I have 2 custom lightsabers. That's awesome. That's like the one thing I've asked for that my wife refuses. You put her foot down because she says 2 things. One, it's very nerdy, which it is. It's like the peak of Star Wars nerdiness. And 2, it'll just sit there. It's like you don't use it. It has no function besides a decoration. Which I'm like, I can't argue with you. I'm frustrated and I want to argue with you, but I don't have a leg to stand on. She's right. It's not a smart purchase. But on the other hand, I work 2 jobs to provide for you. So maybe I can just, spend $200 on a lightsaber. Season 3 better step it up. I hope so too. Does George have a son to take over the spirit like a series like Frank Herbert did? I'm sure he has a son. I have no idea though. In A Song of Ice and Fire, Jon Snow is currently dead. Very true. Blood Meridian is a dark take on Wild West with some spiritual overtones. Interesting. I need to get back into reading. Yeah, I read on a Kindle almost every night. Any fusion maps up yet? Not that I've seen Wranglers. Should have one soon. We should all just help you and reroll accounts. That would be awesome. They made the prism shards free, then changed it to paid. No, it's free. Or like one is free, and then after that, if you want to buy more, it's paid. Give you all the failed accounts. I'm good on that. I get well. Shoot, yeah. I guess if you guys reroll accounts, you just care about the prisms. You're happy to send me the email and login, and I can log in and pull the primals. I would take that. Because it's just adding another failed account to my list of 13 failed accounts. Is it me or Void Legos better than Served Mythicals even though they get way less recognition? Yes and no. There are a few Void Legos, but not many. The Void Legos that are good enough to be better than Mythicals, I think, get the recognition. Like the Tarasism or Richkas, like the Cardiels. Those champions. I want Andoril, but for some reason I won't get one. Who is Andoril? I don't know who that is. I'm rerolling all my ninja starters now. Nice. Alright, free prism, and this is 13 or 14? I think that was 13, so this is 14. Welcome at Jack, first time chatter. Didn't notice that. That's one of the things that my little chat box does not tell me is when people are first time chatters. Or the whole stream streak. Neither of those things pop up, sadly. Alright, we're making some headway on this account. Haven't had to like manual anything. That's the one this is really going to slow down. No luck on the first reroll, Jaconi. That's tough, dude. I mean, it's literally a 6% chance, which feels bigger than it is, but it's a sacred on a non-2x sacred. It's one sacred. Like, it's not a great chance. Every time you roll a new account, do you have to reinstall the player map? Yes, you have to reinstall it. You don't have to uninstall it, though. So I left player installed and I logged out. But then I clicked on this link and installed it, opened the install file. And it'll say, hang on, Player's already installed on your computer. You click launch and it works. You said it's 8%. I think it's 6%. I'm pretty confident in that. Legendary 6, Epic 94%. It's 8 on the like some of the headline ones, or it'll be like 6 for the regular pool and 2 for the headline, then 92% here, but today it's just 6 and 94 because it's one giant pool of Legos. I wish it was 8. I mean, I guess it's not a huge difference, but when you're pulling 50 times at 2 times 2% makes a one more Lego difference, you know. There's some math lessons for you, even though I explained it terribly. 2% 50 times equals one more Lego. Why use many word when few word do trick? If you guys are on YouTube, I would appreciate you liking the stream. That really does help me and it helps more people see the stream, so we can all reroll together and learn some stuff and maybe all get some free Wixwells. That would be fun. We got 50 people in here, only 26 likes. We can bring that up. Thanks, Kevin. Exactly. That's what I've been rewatching recently. I've been watching the super fan edition of The Office, which I'd never seen before. I haven't seen all those deleted scenes, and so that's pretty fun. I watch that while I work. That's like a good show for me to watch when I'm working, because I can like focus 80% of my mind on work and then 20% of my brain on The Office. See you, Zinchi. Thanks for hanging out, my man. I know it's late for you. I guess we're about to reach another hour mark where we can try the Raid 7 promo code, but I think that's going to be in the morning. Like when my actual fan bus resets in 7 hours or whatever, 6 hours. There's my Chimera fight. So we're snoozing another 30 minutes. When we pull a Lego, or when we decide that we're a little burnt out, we're going to do Wixwell account on one and the Chimera on the other. But I want to get a Lego. I don't know how many this is going to take. Last time it took us 9 new accounts. Fingers crossed we can do this without pulling 9 new ones. Wait, there's going to be no, not a Prism 2x event. There are no Prism 2x's events. There are Primal 2x's event, and that's a good question. Logically, I should keep all of these accounts, just keep logging in on them, and then just wait for a Primal 2x, but the thing is, I'm probably not going to. That's just too much, and I'm not patient enough. But that definitely is what I should do. The thing is, once we hit like an actual crazy number of like 50 accounts created, it's going to take a long time just to log in on all 50 of those accounts to collect day 2 and day 3 and day 4. So I don't think I'm going to be logging in and then holding. I think I'm just going to pull. I don't know. Is Reroll Raider still here? What's your recommendation? You're the man who's done the most rerolls and pulled the most mythicals of anybody I know. Sam, does Corvus apply poison and point sensitivity to all, or do they have to have 3 debuffs like how Norma needs? I think he applies it to all. I'll double check. Your Twitch is behind your YouTube stream just by a few seconds. That's interesting. Is the Corvus link better than the Tholin one? I think the Corvus link is the best one. No, he basically plays it. They have to be under 2 poisons, but he's got a pretty good chance of placing 4. So he's got 75% chance on the first hit of placing 2 poisons. If he does that, he plays point sensitivity. If he does it on the first 75%, he's got another 75% chance to place 2 more. So as long as one of those 2 75% chances lands, then he'll place poison sensitivity. So it's not 100, but it's probably at like a 90%-ish. Who do you rate higher, Sam, Marichka, or Senna? That's a very difficult question. I would rate Senna higher, but I think some of that is like the grass is always greener bias because I have Marichka and I don't have Senna. I'm a D1 Narma hater now. Exactly, dude. I'm telling you. I have not talked to many people that have used both and say that Narma is better. I've seen a lot of people who are like, I heard online Narma's better, or my favorite content creator told me Narma's better. But they're just repeating what they've heard. I have not heard a logical argument why Narma is better. The only one I've heard is pushing Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. And that's it. That's the only argument of why you can argue Narma is better. Sure, it's the most important area of the game, but you're lacking in every single other area of the game where Corvus is better. And in this case, if you have a Wixwell, Corvus is better. That's the real reason of the stream tonight, is just to push my anti-Narma, pro-Corvus propaganda on the masses. Convert as many of you all as I can. Once you start playing this account, please, play a Narma account, take it to level 11. You'll see that it literally takes almost twice as long as a Corvus account. Then you'll see who's right. You got aim like the frog guy for Prism Shard. Congrats. Sadly, I do think he's probably the worst legendary in there. While plugging the normal link. I'm not plugging any normal link. I'm live. I'm re-rolling right now. Wait, you're live on Twitch? Lizzie, I'm about to pull. Give me luck. Good luck, Leo. Oh, you live. Gotcha. You need to do a Corvus challenge where you hit Ultra Nightmare in 2 weeks. So that's the thing, right? That's people's argument is like, well, Narma did this in 12 days or in 2 weeks, whatever. And I agree. I do think Narma is better for Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. But I don't think she's better anywhere else. Specifically campaign and arena and waves, which you have to do a lot of if you're building an account. If you're making a YouTube series like that, where the goal is to push Ultra Nightmare, I understand Narma. I'm all for Narma. But if you're playing a new account, you're handcuffing yourself if you pick Narma. The Cult of Corvus, exactly. I need to get a Plague Doctor mask and wear it to stream one day. I pulled your girl, apparently. I wouldn't take it if I were you, Glizzy. Show him who the real thug is. Red Bull time. Yeah, I might grab a Dr. Pepper in a bit. Especially if it feels like we're going to be staying up later. This is slow. Could be worse. Could be using Narma. Well, that's another thing. Go try and beat Brutal Campaign with a level 50 Narma. See what happens. My recommendation is just to pull them and not wait for Primal 2X. Okay. That's kind of... They had like 100 content creators. Now they're down to like 20 or... Bring back Supreme Gaelic. I would hope. I was hoping that they would do something for the anniversary, which I guess they still could. But I was hoping they'd give a new one out. Why can he pick Edgum? Just because he's so big. One of the things that Raid really likes right now is content creators who can bring in new players. That's like the biggest metric that matters. So for example, my link code gets a ton of like re-rollers, like us, right? So if you use my link right now, that looks good, but it shows that you're a existing player who's played Raid before, not a new player. So I don't bring in a ton of new players, but Vulcan brings in new players because he's got like several YouTube channels and he plays several other games. So he's got like a super large, broad audience. So he is like the best content creator in the game for bringing in new players. Ash is probably up there too. But Ash, again, kind of different scope, different scale. Vulcan speed on new link every week, yeah. But it's a tried and true method. And my boss made a joke about that. He's like, you've been trying the Vulcan strategy recently. Because of my last like 7 videos, 2 or 3 of them have been about this, new links and my best starts document. Granted, I'm very proud of my best starts document. I think it's awesome, and it's only getting better. We've got the best, like, 5 starts. We've got the new player promo codes all ranked and tested. We've got every single code, at least hopefully every code, adding them to the list. We got the Madame Sarah's little plug, and then we've got the old version. I guess we can probably just remove the old version from the codes. You just have to talk faster than Cobb, or I could have a cool, fun accent. He's also got like really good energy. I think that's a big part of why people gravitate to him, because he explains things in a pretty simple way and just very like positive and upbeat. And I'm a little more laid back and less energy. Knew about Sam before Cobb. Yeah, Cobb is, I mean, he's not been doing this near as long as I have, but he has just had like a meteoric rise. And a big part of his success too is like posting like twice a day, right? You just you post more and more content and you're gonna be in front of people. Okay, I give this raid reroll over 30 rerolls with Ancients. Yeah, Dan, I told you that was a bad strategy from day one. You have a 0.5%. You need to pull, statistically, you need to pull 200 Ancients to get 1 legendary. I told you that's a bad idea. I told you should be doing the prism shards where you at least have a 6% chance. You're banking on 2 0.5% chances over a 6% chance. You got to go beat Vulcan's record of 12 days Ultra Nightmare. I don't think I can. And if I can, it's not by much. Again, I think he's got that pretty fine-tuned. Yours were the first raid vids I saw when I first went to Clan Boss. Like, WTF is this? Help me, YouTube. Let's go, dude. I make so much Clan Boss content. I have like 580 videos, I think. Let's see. 590 now. And legitimately, probably 400 of those, like over 2/3, are Clan Boss. Challenges, guides, how-tos, takeovers. I can do 10 rerolls before I get a prism. I don't think that's true at all, Dan. Time it. I would love to see that. Waiting for that prism takes too long. Because I bet if we were pushing, we could probably do a prism in like 7 minutes. So I don't think you're doing less than a minute. I know you're not doing less than a minute to get the Ancient Shard. I would love to time it. 12 Days Ultra Nightmare is highly beatable right now with these new shards and links. With the shards, for sure. Yeah. Totally agree. The links, I don't think there's a better link than the one he used for his 12-day one like 2 weeks ago. Is there a budget clan boss team without Wixwell but with Titus? Yes and no. There are Brogni teams, but it's just not very good. You're right, Leo. I do want to snag his record. The thing is, my initial reason why I'm hesitant to do that, because if I fail, then that's 12 days wasted. But also, I need to grind that like nobody's business. Well, Chris, I don't know what you want me to say. For Titus to be good in Clan Boss, you need a infinite shield team. Right now, the real infinite shield team is Wixwell, so the only budget version of that team is Brogni. Would it be crazy to pick a Demitha? It would if you're trying to rush Ultra Nightmare. 200 I could just bring so much more. His gear alone. Yeah, for sure. Brogni is not cheap to build. You're right. Wixwell teams are easier to build than Brogni teams. But Wixwell typically is harder to get than Brogni. More people have Brogni than Wixwell. Maybe not nowadays, or soon, but in general. Okay, since Chris is offended, let me reword that answer. There is not a budget team, right? It's either Wixwell or Brogni. Those are your two Infinity Shield team options. Titus is not good in Clan Boss without an Infinity Shield. There you go. Happy? All right, I think what we're gonna do is this account, maybe one more, and if we don't hit a gold, we're gonna at least pause, if not call it, because then we're gonna switch to the Wixwell account and the I gotta fight Chimera on my main account. Nah, I saw your budget Brogni build. Getting his attack up was a bish. Yeah, his attack is very tough to get up because he's got like the lowest base attack of a legendary. But yeah, there is a Donatello team, but you can also make Donatello work with Brogni, so it doesn't make it more inherently budget. And nowadays, Donatello is a very rare champion. Good, I'm glad. How do the fusion coins work? So once you complete a traditional fusion, it's 1+1 ancients. Nope, it's not. Once you complete a fusion, you'll get a fusion coin, and then you can redeem those fusion coins. It's complicated. All right. Here we go. Wish me luck. We got basically one more chances. Punch the air, I pulled fake Athorian from a primal. First of all, why are you pulling primals? It's not 2x primal, King's Edge. That's a bad idea. Who's fake Athorian? Come on. Show me gold. Please. Dang it. It's Deacon again. We love Deacon. We hate not pulling gold. It's not 1+1 ancients. That would be awesome. It'll be 2x ancients eventually. Is the extra legend on sacreds then? Nope. There is a guaranteed champion and a 2x on sacreds. My effing friend fed his dupe Tagoar. That's terrible. That sucks. All right. We're going to do one more reroll, and then I actually got to play some raid at some point. So you get the fusion champ plus the coin. Yep. So I'll show you what it'll look like, kind of. So if you're going in here to fusions, like let's pretend you're fusing Rosin and you fuse them. You get all 4 of these epics, you click fuse, it'll give you a token, right? You'll have it up here. You see 0 tokens, you'll get 1 token. And then you earn 1 of them or 2 of them or 3 of them. And then when you're about to fuse this champion, you have the epics ready. You'll be able to switch them out. I don't know exactly how that works, but you'll be able to switch them out using 1, 2, or 3 tokens, depending on which one you want to switch. You still use the same 4 epics and you fuse, but instead you get the champion you swap them out for. So the less exciting fusion champions are 1, the decent ones are 2, and the really good ones are 3. So Wixwell, Titus, those are 3 fusion tokens. So to get those champions, you would need to complete 3 fusions, classic or hybrid fusions, and then on the 4th classic or hybrid fusion, you can swap them out. And the counter shows 1+1 for ancients and sacreds showing up. Interesting. Bear with me. Gotta add this account. This is number 14.
Starts in 5 hours. Get an extra legendary champion if you summon a legendary champion while this event is live. It doesn't say what shards it is, but it does look like ancients and sacreds, which is interesting. They probably just want you to get your shards out, but that is interesting. I don't think that'll happen for new accounts though. I think it'll just be for regular accounts. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm gonna make very public videos about this. Do not pull in events like that. There used to be a time and a case, now there's not. Every shard you pull should only be for a fusion. Every shard you pull, unless you're a mega whale, every shard you pull is for a fusion. With bar none, no exceptions. Every shard you pull is during a fusion or fragment summon event. Realistically a fusion, but no, even if you're super close on Mercy, that's when I used to say yes, but now I'm saying no. It is, the tokens are too valuable. Unless, I guess if you have them all, but I have so many sacreds I'm pulling. I mean, again, you do you, man, but I'm just telling you what you should do. Look at the general. Leo's UDK, Bad Okazar, Senesha, and Haikatun in Bronze 1. That's hilarious. Oh, that's funny. That's like the starter arena battle it gives you. It gave him 2 Legos and 2 level 60 epics. That's so funny. Screw you, Leo. Get wrecked, dude. All right. We're going to switch it up. We're going to use my Tholin link. And that's going to bring us the good luck. Wait a minute. Wait a dang second minute. Did you guys see what happened there? Something funky happened. epire.com/Sam takes you to epire.com/Cobb. What is happening? What's going on here? All right, we got it on another window. Wait, come back. Go to site. Sam. All right, maybe that one didn't change. I don't want my referrals getting linked to Cobb. So this is number 15, baby. Hope I did that password right. Dr. No Thumbs, how are the rerolls going? They're all right. We have pulled 1 Lego before I started streaming and 0 Legos on stream. So if you look at it that way, pretty bad. Wow, what's going on? Already done 40. Jeez, Warrior, that's crazy, dude. You are flying through them, man. Also, there is a progression chance going with it. Yeah, probably. No, not tomorrow. On Friday, maybe. Which is not going to be on a Thursday, I don't think. Calvin says we all have access to the best clan bus teams. I don't know what that means. 20 ancients saved to a main. I would save them for a fusion under pressure. Yo, what code are you using? Typically I've been using the Corvus, Venomage, Tagoar, Mordecai, which I think is the best code. But right now I'm using my Tholin link, not Cobb's. Cobb, I knew he was fishy. Yeah, well, I mean, we both work for the same people, kind of. But rerolls cannot be going worse. I'm at rock bottom. Yeah. Do I do these one at a time for rerolls? You don't have to. Several people are doing them multiple at a time, but it's very difficult. Just joined. What link are you using in case you get Wixwell? Corvus, because he can be a buff extender and he's better than Norma. What level do you have to be for Prism? 11. Welcome along, everybody.
Seems like we got a lot of new Corvus is better at the start. Then you get Norma at 10. That's what it is. Do you think Armand's will be usable campaign farmer? Like not fast, but usable. Sure, it'd be usable. He's got an AoE where he gains turn meter, but it's not really going to matter because he should kill them. He just doesn't have another AoE, which stinks. How do you build Corvus for campaign farmer? Right now, I'm not building him. I'm just letting him run. But I mean, like you would any other campaign farmer. Just instead of Tholin's giving him attack, you give him defense. But he's got 2 AoEs, so he's a great starter. They will overlap with the fusion event. I don't know what that means. Corvus is fun. A little run with Corvus, Alice, and Ezio. Yeah, Corvus is the best starter. No question. Vulcan will have an updated Narma link for Pelops. But yeah, Narma doesn't have any synergy with Pelops. We talked about this earlier in stream. Corvus makes more sense with Pelops because Corvus can extend Pelops' Magma Shield. Is the Raid 7 code working? Nope, not yet. Good luck. I've rolled 80 times. No Wix or Newt. Only 2 Legos so far. That's very unlucky, Big Burden. I've re-rolled, I think this is 16. And I've got 1 Wixwell and that's it. No Legos. But yeah, Lorienter, we're starting a new account. We've started a lot of new accounts. What's the main stat to use for Corvus? Just tank or crit rate? I would just do defense percentage early, but you can build them crit rate if you want them to be faster. It depends. If you're completely starting a new account, then yes, I would go all defense. Why are we starting new accounts? Because we can get prism shards. So we're re-rolling over and over again to get more legendary champions. Specifically trying to get Wixwell. So this is the account where we pulled a Wixwell. Hypothetically, if I pulled Newt with the Corvus link, who should I use as my promo code Lego? I would say Pelops. But it's hard to say because I haven't tested Pelops before. Aerodime said I'm not stopping until I get to Wixwell. Well, you should definitely stop using Norma because he's the slowest. But yeah, I agree. I'm hoping. The goal is to not stop streaming tonight until we get into the Lego, but I also have to fight Chimera. Yeah, it's starter, not best start. That's what it is. Any code with Fatman and Corvus? I think there is, Aerodime, yeah. Where in the Discord is the thing with the codes? It's pinned in the general chat, and it's one of the most recent ones in the community hype channel. I think there is a Corvus with Fatman. Yep, there is a Corvus, Seeker, Tagoar, Farrakhan. Aerodime. So if you join the Discord, you can see this doc, and it's in there. We got a Valerie. Where there's one buff extender because we don't have Corvus. And honestly, I'm already regretting this Tholin because I'm nervous about pulling a Wixwell with this account. This is when we should pull Celine or Vestel. But yeah, I was on the best start and raid document, and I saw earlier we had like 80 people in there. We got 32 in there right now. A lot of people using that doc, which is great. That's what it's for. You go, Wixwell, congrats, my dude. Thank you. Only on one account, which I'm glad because he's the #1 Lego I want. But I wanted to pull Vestel a lot. I know Mark is going to give me one of his accounts, but I want to. Bet you convinced me buff extender. I'm telling you, dude. I went on this field like 5 times, so I don't want to be a broken record. But Corvus has 2 AoEs, Norma has 1. So Corvus is way better in campaign and way better in arena, way better at waves. The only area where she is better is just straight clan boss, which is big, but not if you have a Wixwell. Not if you have a 2 Hanorok. I would argue that Corvus is better. Tango Maria might have the wildest kit in the game. Can't imagine trying to track all of her different effects. I agree. I think she's got such a cool kit, but it's such a difficult, complicated kit that I'm not about it. All right, let's collect our free stuff. Maria's got a very cool kit. I think she's super well designed, but they did nerf her, which is sad, and she's complicated. I'm not trying to do math right now. What happens when no pops up at 11? It just takes a while. Yeah, it takes a while. Some people are saying you can back out of the game. For me, I'm just kind of clicking around, collecting stuff until it pops up. I feel like I need a TI-83 to graph out all of her peak turns. Exactly. Well, a lot of people used to be like that with Rathalos, right? They would try and use his A2 at a time where it's going to hit AoE, and it's also going to ignore defense, and it's also going to do like the 300x damage or whatever. And it's cool, but it's such a nightmare. I'm like, I'm not trying to do that, dude. I'm trying to full auto everything. Ash loves Maria. So does Glizzy. Glizzy's the biggest Maria fan I know. All right, let's try our... I was gonna say log out thing. And closing the game. People are saying that this worked for them. I'm a strong Norma enjoyer, so I'm just taking your word best with Wixwell. I'm
I'm not a Norma, like anti-Norma in general. I just never heard a compelling argument as to why she's better than Corvus. Why Pelops over 200? Because Pelops is new and exciting. So if you look at my Google sheet, I've kind of got that in there. So I've got 200 as the number 1 promo code champion, then Pelops is 2. But we haven't tested Pelops. But the thing is, if you're starting a new account for now, I think we start with a fun champion. And I think that Pelops is new and exciting and fun. And I think there's a good chance he's better than 200. I just don't know because I haven't played with him. So this is account number 15. So then I'll log out of that account and log back in, and hopefully it should pop up when it comes back. Put her in Relentless with the mastery that reduces cooldown. I mean, there's lots of ways to reduce cooldowns. You can put her in 9-piece Merciless, would be even better. Go to the prism and click like you're going to buy, and it'll pop up. I did that already, Royal Plays, and it didn't pop up. It popped up with the other link. That only pops up sometimes. Like right now, it's not here. We click this. It's got crystal offers, and it's got this shop offer, which is not the correct one. So sometimes it's just time. So the logging in and out didn't like immediately do it for me, like some people said it would. I really think it's just kind of luck. I think a lot of it just depends on your internet speed and the server speeds and how many people are doing it at once. We just gotta be a little patient. There's an argument to be made for Pelops Narma because of how many buffs and duration she can keep on the target, which makes Pelops hit harder. I mean, she doesn't place any buffs on the target. She places debuffs, right? And does Pelops place... We can have this discussion, guys. I am more than happy to go through this again. So A1 cannot be resisted or blocked if the target's under Hex. Neither Narma nor Corvus plays Hex, so the A1, it's a wash, they're even. A1 ignores defense if they're on HP burn, neither of them plays HP burn. The damage increased by a skill inflicted by 10% for every turn remaining on any debuffs on this champion and the target. So this champion doesn't help. But the target stacking up to 200%. But Narma does place more poisons, because, especially if you're attacked. Well, is that even true? Let's take a look at this. Let's break it down. So Narma, her main ability, 75% chance of 3 poisons and poison sensitivity. That is 4. If they're already under 3 debuffs, places 3. Oh, for 3. Wait. Oh, on all enemies instead. Okay, gotcha. So on a boss, this is the exact same thing. So this is 4 debuffs. Now, if they attack you, they place more. That's a big benefit for her in Clan Boss. You can also place decreased attack and leech. So that's up to 5, but then you pop all poison, so you don't want to do that. So the most that she can do really is 4. If you're trying to like beat the spider, right? 4 debuffs, we in agreement? So let's go to Corvus, see how many debuffs Corvus can place. Double hitter, 2 poisons each, and poison sensitivity. By my counts, that's 5. Then he can extend debuffs, which also matters for Pelops. Then he's got decreased attack, like Narma does, except for he's not blowing up poisons. And he's got the same damage mitigation passive, so we're not talking about that again. There is no argument for why Narma is better than Corvus. They're both amazing poisoners and amazing damage dealers, clan boss champions. Corvus is just better in every other area of the game, and he's better with Wixwell, and he can extend Pelops' Magma Shield, which is a huge part of his kit. I'm rerolling myself, trying Wythir and Ice. Yeah, Wither's awesome. Narma can't do that. The only area in the game where Narma is better than Corvus is regular Demon Lord Clan Boss and a non-Wixwell team. That's our first Aishma. And we got a Venomage and a Tagoar. Alright, that was number 15. Unfortunate. Alright.
right, we got to pause the rerolling and play some main account stuff. We got to do my Chimera runs. Did you get Wixwell now? I got Wixwell a few hours ago. Break it down for us. I love this. I need to know. Hopefully that helps. Happy to talk about more. But she was attacking with the A1, yes. So again, for longer fights like Chimera and like the clan boss, she can keep more debuffs up than him. But she also explodes them, so she's not going to keep those up. She's going to explode them, which is against what you want Pelops to do. So honestly, if you're using normal with Pelops, you might turn off that ability. Oella is not geared. I'm trying to think of my Chimera team. You know what we can do for now? We can work on both of these simultaneously. Big brain in this. We're almost at sacred number 1. So yeah, I think I'm 99% certain, correct me if I'm wrong, we will, on a new account, you'll have the 2x on sacreds, but you will not have the 1+1. But he doesn't have boobs. Checkmate gamer, that's hilarious. Detonation is really all I care about. What's better for clan boss? It's what's better for clan boss if you have a super heavy poisoning team, right? So if you're running Ezio, Venomage, Narma, and somebody else, then yes, Narma is better. But when Ezio goes away, that's not going to happen anymore. And it's also only slightly better. But if you have Venomage, she also burns them on her A1. All those poisons will still proc. You might get 10 more poisons during the run. 500,000 more damage. Maybe 20? A million more damage? I don't think so. Draconia pulled Nodua and Vestel. Dude, congratulations, man. Vestel, I really want to play with her. If I don't end up pulling Armands or Whisk, I'll probably use that Maria account. She seems neato. Nice. Lydia, I think, stays built. I think everyone's built. Except for... Golly, I've heard in 2 to 6 hours. I guess there's no way to know until the code comes into effect. Yeah, I mean, Plarium hasn't told me anything. I saw it leaked on Reddit, and then my boss told me that he thinks it's coming earlier today. But we, again, no confirmation. You said you can get a second instance of raid opening by task manager, ending task on player and player. Just try to also close my raid. Yeah, so it's not an exact science. It took me like 45 minutes of struggling on stream. So do I have my task manager open? I don't. When I do it, I think I have 7 instances of player and play that are open. So it says this. So I always close the top one, but then Hone was saying, my mod was saying that maybe you start at the bottom and go up. For me, if I close this instance of player and play, it will close just player and play and leave the 2 games open. So you have to click like the drop down into the specific instances of player and play. I'm running 2 raids now. I love you. Let's go, man. Why is Incarnate ranked so low? She seems like a decent champ. Talking about the freaking heck, dude. I hate this Chimera team. You're talking about the Arbiter partner champion? Unlucky you got a Siege Hulk. That's unfortunate. Am I rerolling with gifted prism shards? Yes, I am. I think I may have missed some of the chat. Let me pull it back up. You guys are talking fast. You said these are ranked. You like Bambus? No. So there's 2 sections. I have the ranked section is version 1.3, which is the number 1 through 5. So I have Corvus, Narma, Tholin, Wythir, and Harvest Jack as your top 5 starts. That's ranked. And then new player promo codes on the second tab is ranked. So Tuhanrak, I think, is the best new player promo code. Pelops, I think, is second. We haven't tested them yet, but that's currently where I have them. Razzlebarg, I have as third. The all codes is sorted by the legendary. So Bambus, it's alphabetical. Bambus, Corvus, Harvest Jack, Norma, Rathmatab, Tholin, Wythir. That's alphabetical. So the first 2 tabs are ranked. The next one is not. Hopefully that makes sense. We spent a lot of time on this trying to perfect it. I do not like Bambus that highly, no. No, I would take Corvus over Bambus all day. Is Gore Crescent a good relic for use all the Jade? Yeah, especially if he's getting extra turns. Do I think Corvus Thrall worth keeping? Corvus worth keeping? Like Venetia Thrall Mother? I think she's awesome, yeah. Should I start with the Bambus link? I would not. I would start with the Corvus link. It's going to be at CB reset like usual. The champ isn't even in the game yet. Yeah, no, he's not in the game. It just depends on when they push the update out. Pelops out or... No, he's not out yet. Hey, bro, who will you reroll for Wixwell? I've rerolled 15 times and I've got 1 Wixwell. Or use RSO Helper. That's an option too. Bambus good with Wixwell, but so is Corvus. Corvus has the exact same ability, but he's better with debuffs in places poisons. He also, extends debuffs in places debuffs. Sorry, man, I'm a Norman Joyer because she and Ezio goes hard with her Arachne Elixir. That's a tough relic to get, but I agree if you have Arachne Elixir, that's amazing. I'm having a hard time keeping up with chat. There's 132 people on YouTube, which is a record for me by a mile. So I apologize, and I'm ignoring Twitch chat currently, so I'm sorry. No, Norma's great, but she has no ability to kill waves, right? Or she kind of does. If someone's under 3 debuffs, then she can place debuffs on all the waves. Corvus has 2 double hitters on AoEs, which is huge. I've tested them both extensively, I promise you, Norma. Corvus is better at 90% of the game. If the link is not working on my computer, it's very difficult. It depends on what kind of not working. So there's one where it won't download the installer, and typically using a Chrome extension and... not Chrome extension, a Chrome browser and an incognito window works. That's worked for me. And then if the champion's not popping up, I have a troubleshooting video, but typically log out of the game, log back in, and wait about like 5 minutes, maybe level up to level 5. When the apprentice pass shows up, you should see it. That has worked for 95% of people. I like it. Gained a sub just because I needed that spreadsheet. Perfect, dude. I'm glad you appreciate it. I've put a lot of time into it. This is version 3. We've made multiple YouTube videos about it and tweaked it a lot. We've updated as all the new codes come out. Can you give your top 3 picks from Prisms? That's a good question. Definitely Wixwell number 1. I think Newt number 2. And probably Armand's number 3. That's not for me, but that's in terms of just like best. Armand's quite the eye catcher. Yeah. That's the point Glizzy was making was he called me gay and said that I don't, because she has boobs, Norma's better. So fair enough point, I guess. RSO Helper used to have something like that. Yeah, I don't use RSO Helper anymore. 3 dragon runs gets you to level 11. Good to know. I've just been doing 1-6. Running my CB battles or rerolling this so much more freeing. Exactly. Yeah, I can run my Chimera battle and not feel like I'm wasting time because I'm also rerolling and talking to chat. How are the rerolls going? I would say subpar for me. We're having a lot of fun, but we've only put 1 Wixwell out of 15 attempts. 1 Lego out of 15 attempts. We're just lucky it was Wixwell. Essence Quencher are harder to get, and in my opinion, better. I agree, Loriander. I was 100% on board for Essence Quencher and not Gore Crescent, but I'm a small content creator. Not that many people listen to me compared to the big content creators and people on Reddit. Then ignore me. I'm going to take a bath with a toaster. I'm not trying to ignore you, Glizzy. There's just a lot of people chatting. What was your previous message? You mentioned the dragon runs. I saw that. That was your... What else did you say? I don't see anything from you. 3 dragon runs gets you to 11. And then you sent Sam ignoring me. I don't hate you. Venalicia is up there. I think Venalicia is awesome. I just haven't have her. I've never tested her. Harvest Jack is getting a buff. Yes. I think it's in... I don't know if it's in game. It's definitely been announced. It's much better. He's got buff strips. He's a big True Fear person. What link should I use if I'm rerolling for Wixwell? If you're rerolling for Wixwell, you should use Corvus because he's a poisoner and a buff extender. I'll talk to anyone that needs support. Exactly. Yeah, so if you're having issues with your link, I suggest joining my Discord, and me or one of my mods can help you. Suja, at what level do you get the Prism Shard? Level 11. Then you sent it again. Still level 11. Harvest Jack and Lugan buffs are live. That's what I thought. I knew that they were announced. I just didn't know if they were live or coming with the... I guess they're coming with the new faction, so they are live. This is my life now. I won't stop until we'll get Wixwell. Exactly. Yeah. Luckily that happened for me earlier, but I'm sad that I didn't pair it with Pelops. I paired it with 2 Hunrock, which is not bad by any means. There's a good chance that it goes down to being better. We just don't know how good Pelops will be. I need moral support to try and get me through these hones. Exactly. That's the support he needs. I deleted it. I don't want to tell you now. Oh, okay. My bad, dude. Okay, Leo, let's go here. Are people waiting for the Raid 7 new player code? Yes. Yeah. So all of these most recent accounts, I just haven't entered a promo code. And then when he drops, I will go back in and add Pelops. Caretaker said incoming. Uh-oh. We got a raid incoming? I wonder if Zico reached a 10 stream streak. Let's go. Well, I want to do some rerolls, but I'm too lazy to do it and not get a Wixwell or even Armand. Yeah, it's brutal if you don't get anything. But if you get something, it's exciting. I think Johanrik will still be better than Pelops. I think that's totally fair. Damn, Sam, have you seen your Discord welcomes popping up? Yes, not only did I see that. Can I show this? Discord said, unusual join activity detected in Sam the Raidman server. Review the alert. That's so funny. Mark is resolved. Yeah, that's so funny. I've never seen that before. Isn't that awesome? Welcome everyone to the Discord. Let's go. Uh-oh, we got NSD rating with a party of 16. What's up, my man? How's it going? NSD, have you been getting in on any of the reroll madness? Oh, yeah, so dip. Totally fair. What's up, Nasty Nate? Glad you're here, my man. Why did you see that alert? You might be a mod, Don. I don't know. But yeah, shout out to NSD Undead. Let's go, dude. We have 31 on Twitch now and 130 on YouTube. This is bonkers. 160 is no question a record for Sam. This is awesome. There's so many messages on YouTube too. Lugan already shows the new buffs. Yes. Yeah, he's live. Do you do account reviews to help a content creator get starter? I feel like those are kind of two questions. I do account reviews, and I will also happily start a new account for you if you can't get the login champion to work. I've done that for a few. Would you rather a member or a Twitch sub? Oh, a Twitch sub. I mean, I don't know. Both, preferably. The best case scenario would be a Discord member so you can be in my community, and then a Prime sub where you don't have to pay me money, but I still get paid. I mean, I don't get paid off Discord, but I like growing my community and hanging out with people. You get involved in more challenges and stuff. We did the free-to-play challenge for 2 months. We're going to be doing some more. Which link are y'all rerolling? I'm using the Corvus, Tagoar, Venomage, Mordecai link. 128 viewers. Yeah, this is crazy. Who you will get Wixwell? I mean, I hope I'll get Wixwell. How long can we install the new player promo code? 1 day. Yes. I think what I have heard, and I haven't tested this, is you can't be higher than level 15 and you can't be longer than 72 hours. Thus far, Armand's Cheshire and Maria. Armand's, I think, is top 3 best ones. You can get Maria solid fun. How you will get Wixwell? Hopefully from a free prism shard. Still good champ allure, but no Wixwell. Yeah, I have a ton of Deacon accounts, but no, which is great. Like, we love Deacon, but no Wixwell, or only one Wixwell. We'll be able to get a review up before 24 hours, so that you need to make a best one. Yes, Ruffles. Also, if you message in the general chat, Ruffles, and say, hey, I'm having trouble, I think someone can probably make an account for you. Corvus or Tholin, who is a stronger champ? Corvus is a better nuker, Tholin's better Tholin's a better nuker, Corvus is a better debuffer. I would say, all in all, Corvus is a better champion in the game. They changed it to 72 hours now. That's what I've heard. Some people said 24, but websites and people have told me 72 hours. Corvus, in my opinion, but Tholin is no joke. I totally agree with that. I love Tholin. I have an awesome Tholin link. I'm one of the few Tholin links who still work, and I think he's so good. One of the best nukers in the game, but yeah, Corvus is just better everywhere else besides Arena. Can you make me 2 with Corvus? Potentially, Royal. You can. Right now I can't because I'm running a stream, but potentially one of my mods can. If not, I can make you one tomorrow. Wonder if trying for Deacon and using Secret promo with Corvus and use it to mythic code. That's interesting. So yeah, Corvus, Deacon, or your Secret promo code. I mean, you can get Corvus too. Or Narma. That'd be fun. You just need epic books. That's the issue with that. I'm gonna keep going till I get Wix and Newt. I'm greedy. Box. I don't blame you. I got Wix. I would love to see a Newt. I would really love to see Vestel because I'm looking for new champions. Like, I have Armands already on my main account, so I don't need Armands on a new account. But I would love to get a new champion like Vestel or the new Argonite guy. I'm gonna try for Wixwell but get Deacon. Yeah, fair enough. 7 accounts in. Yeah, I am 16 accounts in. Deity claimed his at 72 hours. Okay, good to know. Box, thank you. I don't even know how to become a member. I don't even know if I have memberships on YouTube. I don't think I've set that up yet. I think I just have like subscribers on YouTube and then subscribers on Twitch. Can you try the raid 7 code? One little iffy for me, but something happened. Yeah. Oh, if it's saying it's processed, then it might work. We'll be curious. Tholin was my first link after years away from the game. So Aerodime, if you're willing to, then I would say if you can throw a Twitch sub my way, that would just be better. I can drop my Twitch in the chat. I pulled Skull Crown like my second day. I got lucky.
with not picking Tholin. Yeah, Tholin's awesome, but you definitely don't need another nuker. But you could have the same thing. Someone chose Norma and then pulled Corvus, who just upgraded Norma. Thinking about the odds of pulling Wixwell 1/16 of 6x, it might be a while for sure. I'm 70 in now. I think there are plenty of really good champions that I would want from here. Is that your Ultra Nightmare Chimera? Yes, it is. This is the NFT Undead team that he built me. And the Magma Shield. Look up Raid Ninja. Yeah, Raid Ninja's got a lot of links recently that were added to my sheet. Yeah, I think we're dying here. See the news about all the upcoming Assassin's Creed games. I saw rumors about one of them, but I haven't seen much. Your gear is not great. Sorry guys, there's a ton of chat. Wixwell, yeah, hopefully. Corvus, Fatman, Venomage link from Raid Ninja, that's awesome. Forgot the one champ. Am I gonna try Godforge? I think I'm gonna try it. I don't know if I'm gonna play it much, but I will try it. Just because I like Hell Hades and I like Myths and Legends, so we will just see if it's any good. So there's our one key for Ultra Nightmare. Didn't take too many attempts. I like having it up on the same screen. And then Nightmare. Wait, I'm not taking it. I'd like not to take it to 16. I can if I need to. Holy cow. Do you know if we'll get any fusion tokens to start with the old fusion? I'm almost positive we're not going to get any to start with. That seems way too generous that Plarium would give us fusion tokens. I would love it, but I don't think they will. You're bad, but you're good, so we can take you to 16. I just realized a lot of CCs are making some money with these rerolls. Good for them. I mean, it depends on how they're making money is an interesting point. Like if you watch my videos, I make more money, but a lot of people don't just get like directly paid from their links. That's not quite how it works. Is Don talking Godforge on Twitch? Yeah, I don't know what he's... Draco, you know Don, that's what he's doing. Greg with the follow on the Prime sub, dude. Let's go. Thank you, my man. DJWM with the sub on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate the support. I'm having a difficult time keeping up with all of the motion that we're experiencing. Potentially we can put Tuhanrock in the better gear if this isn't working too. This time without her being ascended. She didn't get those cleanses. Holy cow. Look at the prism list and tell me what's worse than Stultus beside Amok. Only other I'd consider is Naldor, but you don't have a solid Reser, then she's much better. Also the two new Lego, Keb and Vest are great. Vest is definitely great. I just think Stultus is such a good damage dealer. He's got an AoE stun, turn meter steal, and he can solo Dragon Heart 10. Not many champions can do that. No more silver for the new account. No, it seems like they've removed that silver pack, which is very, very sad. Does their damage mitigation passive stack? Yes. Corvus's passive stacks with Pelops. So excited to have Vivian locked in, getting her at A1. Nice. I don't know what half of that means, Don, but I'm excited for you because you're excited. Spent all day trying to helping out people on Volk server do rerolls. Love to see the raid community come together for dopamine. Yeah, I do. I make new accounts for people all the time that are having issues with the phone and stuff, and I've got this doc to help people figure out what the best start is in the game. Yeah, I mean, I think this is an awesome community, and I want to do my best to keep growing it and making everyone happy. If I get a ton of Lego books for the Corvus and the Wixwell ride, probably get some alternatives where we can book Corvus. Yeah, I think you would just have to run 4 buff extenders, right? If we got another sub, let's go. Aerodyne also got Vivian, nice. Excalibur. Yeah, I've got Mordred right now for my Epic, but then I've got Excalibur and I've got Sun Wukong's, what do you call it? Imprint. This is one of the best prison lists I've ever seen. I totally agree with that. 100%. Vino with his anti-heal and Corvus with his poison explosive. Exactly. Yeah, both bring a decreased attack, decreased defense, debuff extension. I didn't need to collect that. Oops. All right, so let's look at this list and see who I think is worse. I think I take Stultus over Nishak. I definitely take Stultus over Maria, no question. I think I for sure take Stultus over Cheshire Cat. And I think that's where I have a discussion. I haven't played Vinalicia enough. I haven't played the new dude, obviously.
think I might take Stultus over Crocad by himself. Obviously, Crocad with his partner, I take Crocad. Grade 7 still not active, just FYI. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming. Someone said that theirs was like, oh, this is the wrong count. Someone said that theirs was like processing, so maybe they thought it would. Thank you for the sub. Zeno is here. Hello, welcome. When does a new code come? In the next few hours, we don't know. Too much motion exactly. Do you think Wythir would be good with Pelops? I do think Wythir would be good with Pelops. I just think it'd be a little bit slow. Wythir is typically a slow start in general, but I mean very, very tanky start. They removed the easy arbiter missions. Yeah, they changed them, but I feel like they're still pretty easy. And I think they're tweaking it out. I think it might be a pilot where they're only testing it on some. I got the silver pack when I started 4 or 5 days ago, so they removed it very recently. Probably for this like prism shard time. Bob Q5 with the sub on YouTube and Vince with a sub. Thank you guys so much. I'm trying a few rerolls. Let's see what happens. Good luck, Zico. Hopefully it works for you. Where's the doc? It's in my Discord, Joey. I can send that Discord again in the YouTube since I don't have any mods there. It's pinned in the general chat. And it's also in the community hype server or like chat in the Discord. Do you think their free prism will pull itself in the active prism summon? Yes, yeah. So if you leave it, it will pull itself when the event ends. So some people are saying you can save that and try and get it for champion chase. I'm a content creator. Can we collab? You can message me. We can talk about it if it lines up. I don't do a lot of collabs, but I'm happy to. This prism list almost makes me want to spend money, but I'm a broke B-word. Yeah. I totally agree. It's amazing. Saltus is dope. I barely invested in him. My main, he's great Grim Force. I mean, he's great. Yeah, soloing Dragonheart 10 is such a big deal. I have like a 37 second team with a run with Saltus. One of the best defense-based nukers in the game too. Frog Guy probably the worst. I think Frog Guy hands down is the worst. I'll be happy to take any Lego, sure. Take a toaster bath. That's crazy, dude. He doesn't know what she is. What are we talking about? In my opinion, it goes Wixwell, Newt, Crocad, Armand's. Interesting. See, I guess if you're thinking about getting Shayak down the line, then I'm fine with that ranking. I just don't rate Crocad super high by himself. Like not near as high as I rate Armand's or Vestel, the new chick, or Athorion, then Alicia. There's so many good ones. I'm using Wythir, but I'll be buying shards deal in the beginning, hoping to get decent pulls. Real a la carte, I would wait until you get a better start, dude. I would use, if you want Wythir, use Wythir every time and start until you get a good prism shard pull. Also, you don't need Stultus when you can get Corvus free, so he loses a bit of value. Yeah. For a new account, sure. But I'm just talking about champions in general. If you're viewing them in the realm, like in the lens of I've got this champion for free, then sure. Hello, what is this RNG? 2 ancients from the first dragon. Congrats, that's awesome. Is the new promo code active yet? Not yet. Just give me my Wixwell. Sam, are you gonna see how fast you can 1K Ultra Number with that Wixwell account? Potentially, but I don't know how much time I'll be able to put into it. I just rerun 1.6. That's what I've been doing. Yes, but I don't know if that's the fastest or best. I don't use a virtual emulator. A low-end laptop from 2015, it's hard to say. That's 11 years old, so my inclination would be no. My laptop from 2015, which I bought before college, doesn't work at all. So, but I think just 2 instances of plug-and-play is not asking that much. As a promo code for a Kemptom, Kemptom's awesome. I just don't think he's near as good as the Legos that you can get like Pelops or 200 Rock. Croxo hits like a truck without his partner. Yeah, but you need really good gear on him. And he's super squishy. You need to pair Crocad with a Reviver in almost any team. Versus Stultus, you put him for defense, he can stay alive. Not till I lock you in, fair enough. You bashed one or at least pick Maria like 10th. Oh, that's when the toaster came up. Oh, gotcha. My bad. Yeah, it's not that Maria's bad. I like Maria a lot. I just think that this is a stacked set of champions. It's hard to compete. In my opinion, if you aren't looking at the fact that you can get Crocad and Shayak with only doing 2 fusions and get Shayak on the 3rd fusion, I think Crocad has insane value. Fair enough. I'm not disagreeing with you. Can I check my DMs? I've been doing 1.4. Yeah, I've been doing 1.6. Gives the most XP, but I don't think it's a big deal. It's fast either way. The notorious TDK with a follow. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. I feel that's the fastest to change your profile pic username. I can ascend Seeker and do all my dailies, which you need to beat stage 7 for XP boost or get to level 5, I think. I don't know. I feel like what I'm doing is fast enough. It's like 7 to 10 minutes max, and I'm not gonna. I mean, I guess I'll make that many accounts, but I'm not viewing it from a super scientific standpoint because it feels pretty fast regardless. How about Harima? Any good? Yeah, Harima's amazing, especially mid to late game. Interest whether an auto will use A1. Yeah, I'm not sure if she'll use her A1 or not. I feel like if she's low health, she's definitely going to heal, but it would be annoying if she just opens up like cleanses. Rerolling first Lego Thorion. It's refreshing, but Wix wait for me. Thorion's awesome though. Most of the pool isn't bad. Yeah, they're all amazing. I don't think it's bait. I mean, I guess it's bait for, but it's like, would you rather a bait event or a bad event, right? Like, at least if they're running an event, you want good champions. Because the worst case, obviously, is this one. You pull and you get Amok. That sucks. You spend money, you get Amok. That's tragic. But the thing is, I think we can still keep this key, even though he died. We still got 1 key easily, because this is a nightmare. Sorry, I got distracted. But it's better than an event where half are good and half are bad. Like, think about the Pirates event, or the Assassins event. Like, if you didn't get an Assassin, you put in your money, you got a Cupidus, and you feel really stupid. If I get the Wixwell, you think Pelops will be better than 200 Rock? I think so, but it's hard to say, because Pelops will bring Magma Shield, so you get a 3rd shield. So I think yes. But I think it will take longer to get that account up to speed than 200 Rock. 200 Rock will immediately help you, and I think Pelops will take a little longer to help you. That's what I think, but I haven't played it yet. What epics do you have with the Corvus Wixwell account? I have 200 Rock and Tagoar, and I will have Venomage and Mordecai. Do you know how long the free prisms will last for? I want to go to bed, but I'm worried I'll miss out. Yeah, it's 4 days. 4 days for the free prisms. That's what it looks like. Excuse me. The deal, because it's like the chain or whatever. The chain goes on for 4 days, so I assume the free one's going for 4 days. So it's this one that we got stage 1, and then there's 2 and 3. This goes on for 3 more days and 7 hours, so 4 days total. I believe that is my understanding. If someone wants to reroll a new account and check, that's what it looks like to me. It's bait because it sends me to 25 prisms every time. Oh, fair enough. I'm buying some now in hopes for Harima. Well, I wouldn't encourage that, but good luck. $500 Legos ain't a good feeling for sure, 100%. Dude, you know, I think it's when Clan Boss reset happens, they will add, the fusion will start. I think it said 11. Is Wythir with Sun Wukong good duo for campaign? Oh, it's a solid duo for campaign. It's definitely not the best duo for campaign. I just don't, yeah. I'm not as big on Sun Wukong as some people are. The promo links doesn't work is a problem just for you. It is just a problem just for you, Agatha. Are you on phone? Angelus is here. If you're on the phone, it's much more difficult. See you, Glizzy. Thanks for hanging out, my man. Can't wait for that hot tub, dude. What's her face? So if you're having issues with the link codes and you can't download it, my recommendation is use Google Chrome and try an incognito window. That has worked for me. And then if you're using the code and you're not getting a legendary champion, that's what's happening to me. I typically wait a little while, maybe go face another campaign battle, and worst case, log in and log back out. 95% of the time that has resolved the issue. I got one more not letting Corvus yet. I'm already level 40. Yeah, I mean, that's what happened to me right now. I think some of it is the server issues, right? Like, there is a ton of us on the game right now trying this. So I think it's just a little bit slow. So we just got to be patient and wait. This account on the right, we don't have a Corvus yet. So we're going to be patient. We're not freaking out. It's going to show up. We'll get our stuff. Just going to be patient. And like I said, worst case, we'll log out and log back in. Is there a free prism for newly made accounts as well? Yes. You just have to get to level 11, you get your free prism. That's what we're re-rolling for. Does a new promo code for the Fusion Champ work yet? Nope, because he's not in the game yet. When he's added to the game, probably at Clan Boss Reset, then we will get him. Oh no, thanks. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate that. My stock isn't getting a turn yet. LOL. Wither's taking everyone out first hit so far. Nice. Yeah, I mean, she's got an AoE, so you build her with enough defense, she should hit okay hard. Opera GX always works for me. Interesting. Yeah, I know some people were using Brave earlier, and they said it was working pretty well. I've just been using Google Chrome. I'm not saying, oh, it's the best one. I'm just saying that in my experience, it works, and so I'm not having any issues, so hopefully you won't. So we'll log out, and then we'll log back in. It's unfortunate, man. What gear do you have? Oh my gosh, her boots aren't leveled up. No wonder. Yeah, I know we're loath to do it, but we're just going to give Plarium a little bit of grace right now. Their servers are going through a whole lot. Honestly, screw it. I don't feel like waiting forever. Let's see if we can roll both these up. Come on, get lucky. Let's go. Yeah, fingers crossed that will be enough, because I really don't want to manual this. Missing corpse on a few accounts. Interesting. So yeah, maybe raid is just really slowing, like being slow and sluggish. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you guys. I mean, in general, we know what the issues are. Just right now, I can't control that. Why is early game of raid so much fun to play over and over again? I don't think it is so much fun. I think it's a lot of fun just because you get so much done so quickly. They should alleviate the server stress by giving everyone Wix. I agree. Flip is here. What's up, dude? Don't go past level 14 if you want pal-ups when it comes in. True. Yep. Are you using two windows so you can use your task manager to close player and play, and it will leave raid open. You can open up another instance. Flip got Kebron yesterday. Congrats. We got Wixwell on one of our new accounts. I'm trying to get Vestel. Do you have Vestel? Flip? Doing 4 accounts and no Wixwell. I mean, yeah, some people are 50 and they have no Wixwell. Logging in and out might be an issue when the accounts aren't set to an emo yet. Yeah, you have to add an emo before you log out. So when I close the game and before I log out of Plarium, it says if you don't add an emo, you'll lose it. So I do. Using Firefox and work for you, nice. Yeah, I think Raid's really slow. Missing force in a few accounts. Need some energy drinks now for sure. It is the game, but we may have crashed the server, honestly. I'm going to see how far these two can farm and then just keep checking back every few minutes. It's probably not very far. I just waited and Corvus showed up after level 5. Yeah, I mean, they will show up eventually. We just got to be patient. Level 34 account in and no Lino. What? I don't know what that means. Lino. I don't know what Lino is. I got 2 free prism pulls and got Vestel and Kebron back to back. Congratulations, dude. How do you get 2 free? Oh, from one from the event? You're rolling for 7 hours, only seen 1 Lego Armand. Armand is great. Top 3 of the Legos that you can get. And yes, I am streaming on Twitch as well. See, we're level 5 as well, man. Oh, probably Lego. Yeah, I mean, if you're level 34, you clearly need to restart. Oh, you're 34 accounts in. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. That's several people. Because the thing is, like, yeah, statistically, 20-ish should get you a Lego. 19 to 20-ish should get you a Lego. But that's per account. Just like you can get back-to-back and get 2 out of 3, you can go over 30. King's Edge, no. Pelops is not in the game, so the code is not active. Can't give us a champion if the champion's not in the game. I thought you were saying no Lego, like, from the link. I'm like, that's jarring. That's something that just happened that was wrong. Not from the prism shards. Or if I don't hit a Lego right here, I'm gonna show up in your dreams. Didn't see any Lego on 34 accounts. That's tough, dude. I'm sorry. Is Wixwell that good? Absolutely. He's the best clan boss champion in the game. Got a Farrakhan on main. I'm not really mad. I need an ally attacker. Yeah, Farrakhan's awesome. Are you still getting Corvus on your accounts? I'm trying to get Corvus on my accounts, but Corvus has not showed up on this Kale account. Yeah, so maybe this is a new thing. Segni, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I can control my dreams, so good luck. Uh-oh, Leo's in for it. Pure luck at this point. I'm not getting greedy, but I got a decent leg when I'm rolling with it. Exactly. And that's why I'm not in like a bad mood from this, because I already got Wixwell on one account, so I am lucky. But this is account number 20. But I know I'm going to create 30 more, so I'm just hoping to get at least one more good Lego amongst those 30 is my goal. When we're re-rolling accounts, there's no mercy. You could technically go for 100, for sure. And I think that's part of why I'm advocating that everyone keep these accounts, because then you can also redeem this. Like, this might be a crap account, but then you can redeem it because you can also hypothetically get a legendary from your, or a mythical from your primal shard. They call me Doctor Strange on Thursday nights, exactly. Starting to not get the Lego from the link. Try 2 links. Maybe I need to uninstall and reinstall every so often. I don't think so. It's Thursday morning. I'm good. True. It's not even night. Is there any possible way to do a reroll with a link on mobile? Not really, Daniel. I mean, you can start a new account, but you can't use the link codes. So the link codes, the way that they work is they only work for new players or like new instances of Plarium. And since there is no Plarium play on mobile, you have to completely like remove raid and then clear your cache. So it's a nightmare on mobile. So yeah, mobile, I would say it's too much of a long shot to get it to work. Yeah, I might be giving up on the Corvus on this account, but I'd be really bummed if he doesn't pop up and I pull a Wixwell. Normally I would stop and troubleshoot you guys' links, but we have a lot of people in here. Log out of all your accounts on PC. Mobile is very hard to do it. Yeah, if you don't log out of your accounts, it's not going to work. For Draco and Agatha, if you're logged in on Play and Play, it's not going to work. You have to completely log out. I'm trying number 3. If it doesn't happen, I might be done. Reroll number 3, Zico. I have a throwaway Android phone. I do hard resets on to make news. Nice. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to manual this, which means I am not staying up for the sacred shards. We'll do it tomorrow. I'll reroll number 3. Well, good luck, dude. This is reroll number 20, I think. When you open your red ancient, it actually grows red on a new account. What would you really want to see, Sam? I would tell you what I don't want to see is Toshiro, because that would break my heart if I get my most wanted on my new account. I would love to see a Lazarius. I think he's pretty like game breaking, and I don't have him. I would love to see a Galathier, another like game breaking one I don't have. Any of the new ones I think would be cool. I'm trying to think of like specific ones. Just thought about it. We should probably be putting Gore Crescent on her, right? Not that it's going to do a lot, but kind of want to play some Overwatch, something instead of just spamming rerolls. Well, you can play on one monitor and reroll on the other. Bunch of quitters in here. I agree. I did have the card I was working. I did 10 rerolls, but suddenly not getting the link heroes. Yeah, so I think that might be a server thing, right? Because you guys have seen me do 10 rerolls on stream, and now I'm not getting the link champion. So it might be a like a server issue. Best way I found to do things like this on mobile is factory reset an extra device. It is definitely not efficient for rolling. Yeah, exactly. That bear dude, yeah. Arn or whatever his name is. He looks sweet. Just not your early game, I guess. Why not? Yeah, I mean, I don't know either. But new champions, I still think would be fun. Which better, Corvus with Pelops or Pelops and HP Burn champion? I don't know what HP Burn champion you're talking about, but there's a Corvus link that brings Mordecai. Galathier is awesome. I have him on my main account. Congrats, dude. I have a lot on my main account, but not Galathier. Yeah, I got Kebron first Lego. Let's go, dude. Congrats, Signy. Oh, you only got one monitor, Zico. That's unfortunate. All right. Well, we're done with that. That is frustrating. Very frustrating, actually. Discord. I'm more than happy to give it to you. Currently, it doesn't have Corvus, so hopefully we'll get Corvus. Corvus question mark? You know, obviously we'll have Aishma, and then, or not, sorry, not Aishma. Obviously we'll have Pelops. KO, but we've got no Tagoar yet. Tagoar question mark? I'm listing out the champions I have on this account, so hopefully that'll get fixed. But yeah, I guess we're done rerolling for the night. Both for it's 12:30 at night, and because doesn't seem like the link codes are working. So let's see who is on. Obviously, for the 140 people on YouTube, there's no one we can raid. Perfecta is here. Hello. Is Corvus better than Norma? I think so. I'm sure we'll get to Lego later on. I hope so. Sanguine's top tier, yeah, but there's not like the new champions, you know. I'm new, so forgive me if you answer this. What is the reroll method you're doing? It's starting new accounts over and over again. When you start a new account, get it to level 11, you get a prism shard. You can pull and get Legos, basically. A few people are saying their link aren't working in other Discords. Okay. Didn't hit my inbox until level 13. So maybe it's just a time thing, it'll happen. What's the Discord? I will send it again for you guys to join. A lot of y'all already have joined, which is cool. Happened once me like an hour later, I got my Lego. Nice. What's the fast way to get to level 12? I'm just running Kara Castle level 6 over and over again. Some people are saying like get to level 6 and then fight Dragon twice or something. I'm not 100% sure what the best way to do it is. But it is 12:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna go to bed. I have to work tomorrow. I have to work today in 7 hours. But I will stream again tomorrow night. I'm so grateful you guys have all been here. Definitely subscribe to the channel, watch the videos. On Twitch, we can find somebody to raid, but on YouTube, we can't raid anybody. So let's find someone on Twitch. And then for the YouTube people, I thank you guys for hanging out. I think I will stream again tomorrow night doing the same thing. So feel free to join then. And subscribe so you can see when I'm going live. That would be excellent. All right, I don't recognize any of these names. Oh, PJ's up. Let's go raid PJ. Cool. Again, for all of you guys, thank you so much for the support tonight. We had a blast. Feel free to message me on Discord if you guys have any questions. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see y'all soon.